Praise God, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome back, y'all, man. We back with another podcast. How's everybody doing, man?
Hanging in there.
Great.
You know, living.
I think we should address the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
Tink, our boy Tink, the new member.
So, I'm not X.
Yeah, you're not X.
I don't got curly hair. I ain't like.
Nah, you ain't light skinned.
So for those who tuned in to the last episode, X wasn't able to make it. So to ensure we have the core 5, we got Tink being an honorary member until we figure more stuff out.
AKA the 6th man.
6th man. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah. This Tink, everybody, AKA Tyree. You know, so if we say Tyree, if we say Tink, it's the same person.
Tink.
If you want to add 2 O's to it and say Tinko, we good with that too.
Yeah, guys. Shit, man. All right, guys. We're going to get into some topics today, man. We got a lot of shit going on, man. A lot of shit is going on in the league right now. A lot of stuff to talk about, man. We're going to start with the basketball first. I saw Curry, bust down on the Mavs the other night, and I want to ask y'all a question, man. Y'all think Curry is still a top 5 point guard in the NBA? And to add to that question, do you think it's time to start having a conversation that Curry is a better point guard than Kyrie Irving? Josh, if you want to go first.
Oh man. You know what, man? To answer your question, I feel like Steph is definitely top 5 point guard in the league. I'm not going to give him the number 1 spot, though. And the reason I say this is because we still got Luka and Shea in the league. But as of right now, what the standings are with Golden State, I believe, are they number 2 or number 3 in the West right now?
I think they're number 2.
Well,
I believe I saw a tweet that said that Houston.
They are number 2.
Yeah, with them. Okay, then. So if they're number 2 in the West, and I'm pretty sure they're behind OKC, right?
Yeah.
So
on the team.
Shea is that guy. Last year, he did start in the All-Star game, and Steph was on the bench. So I'm gonna just put that out there. But yeah, Steph is a top 5 point guard in the league, and he's better than Kyrie, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Right.
I used to be one of those guys that said Kyrie is better than Steph, but
I remember.
God. But God damn, that light-skinned nigga is nice, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
That's called growth, bro. I love to see that on you, man. That means you're growing.
I don't
you're
even want to
older.
glaze that nigga for real, bro. But that nigga,
you're growing. I like this.
I need to know the criteria, because for me, I always thought like Luka and Shea was like shooting guards, but since they hold the ball so much, everybody just called them point guards.
That's what I was going to ask, because I consider Shea a point guard, but Luka I was still on the edge about, because I was like, he's got Kyrie on his team, so I kind of see him as a point guard, but I didn't know if we were counting him as a true point guard.
So that's my thing. Like, I always not consider him a shooting guard, but if I feel like if the Mavs had a chance before Kyrie to get Chris Paul or somebody like a floor general, they would have. So it's like, it's positionless basketball, but even if it's positionless, Steph is top 5 in the league still.
I don't know about the league, but I'll give him a top 5 point guard.
Still, man. He's still waking up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because with me, I see accomplishments and I add that. So I think people, when they say stuff like this, is he still a top 5 point guard, they talking about currently. But I still think you got to factor in what he has done.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point.
I feel you. That's solid. What you think? What you think, Sean?
Ooh, Steph Curry was a top 5 point guard in the league, and he still is. Like, I'm not gonna bet y'all, Steph Curry is still a top 5 player in this league. Like, we've seen the man shoot over Derek Lively, and like he still got it. Like, He's still one of the best point guards in the NBA because the gap between, like, while Shea and Corey, I'm not sure about Luka because as Pina said, we're not sure. I'm going to say he's a shooting guard as of right now, even though he holds most of the ball. So I'm going to say Shea and Corey. There's a gap, like, it's a small one, but Shea's both. But then you look at Corey in the West, and who's the next best guard? Point guard.
That's
Jalen
what I was
Brunson?
going to ask. Like, can we go down the list to see who would be his contemporaries?
I gotta look at this.
While y'all looking that up, but Tink did say something very, very key. He said positionless. This is positionless basketball. But I do consider Luka the PG. He's the one that's bringing the ball up. He's the one that's bringing the ball up. He's the one that's initiating the offense for the Mavericks. He's been doing that since he got there. So Luka is a point guard in my eyes.
All right, so I got Luka, Shea, Corey, and then there's a big gap. Like I think Jalen Brunson is the next best point guard.
Trae Young's been hooping this season.
Yeah, like
but to compare Trae Young to those guys.
Yeah, I mean that's to Sean's point. There is that gap.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And one thing I will say, one thing about Curry is his game is timeless.
Right.
Absolutely.
Father Time not going to really mess with him in his threes because, I mean, in terms of physically draining things like dunking or like playing defense like that, slashing, anything like that, he's shooting threes. While it does take energy, it doesn't take as much as saying driving in and trying to lay up over somebody or dunk over somebody.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. I mean, I think to Ting's point, I think the question if he's a top 5 point guard, of course he's a top 5 point guard. Matter of fact, he's a top 5 player.
Yeah.
That's even a better question.
Now, hold on. For the audience, I just want y'all to understand that Tink and Ahmad are both Warrior fans. Okay, so there's a little bias in their statements. Okay, I just want to be clear.
We can say the same thing about Bron, but we ain't
gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna jump topics yet.
We ain't gonna do that.
I will say that Curry is a top 5 player in this league until Embiid figures out what the hell is going on with him because he played 2 games so far and I believe they lost both games.
Wait, let me just tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
The reason why Curry is a top 5 in the NBA period is because first of all, he got 4 rings. You can't argue against 4 rings.
Talk about right now, man. Talk about
4
right
rings.
now.
You can't argue against 4 rings. And Finals MVP, unanimous MVP, and he's like 36 years old, still doing like dropping 40 on niggas, bro. What y'all don't realize about Curry is that Curry can drop 40 any given night. He just don't want to do that sometimes.
Come on, bro.
Listen to me.
Wipe your lips, brother. Wipe your lips.
When I was watching the game last night, with the Warrior system, it's strength in numbers. You can't always, like he said, if he like one time Coach Kerr said if we wanted to change Curry into Harden, we could. But it's more about winning basketball. You gotta put your ego to the side. I just heard it last night. You gotta put your egos to the side when you come to the Warriors.
That man, that's
why James Harden win a title.
We weren't about a ring. Come on now.
Exactly.
That's why James Harden didn't win no title.
Exactly. James Harden and Russell Westbrook has the most triple doubles in NBA history at 199. But guess what?
They got to show for it?
Nothing. So at the end of the day, Curry is like he's a top dog right now. In my opinion, the only person who I would put above him maybe is LeBron James. Maybe. But like even that's arguable. So like
Tick not agree with that shit though. Look at him, bro.
For sure.
But no, that you're right though. LeBron is
I said maybe, John. I said maybe. I said maybe.
No,
maybe. Chill out now. Chill out. I said maybe.
It's a landslide, but I don't want to make this a Curry versus
You're right.
thing, so
You're right. I said my take.
I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that right now.
Let's keep it pushing.
But speaking about LeBron though, right? So LeBron's out here talking about retirement. You know, he had his 4th consecutive triple double the other night, and after the game, he made the comment saying, and I quote, "I'm not going to be playing for that much longer, to be completely honest." Do y'all think LeBron James is capping or is he serious? And if he's serious, who do you think is in position to take over as the next face of the NBA? Who wanna
Let
go
me
first?
let me go first on this one.
Yeah, that man was
All right.
excited.
Dude is pushing. LeBron is pushing 51 years old. Nah, like all jokes aside though, like I mean, LeBron don't got nothing to accomplish. He done everything. You know what I'm saying? He's still doing what he needs to do. But as a Warrior fan, it would be nice for him to get out the way. Even though we spank him every time, it would just be nice so it can be a easier road. Because LeBron is always like, bro, just get out the way. Like he stopped a lot of good players from high in the ring, from Paul George to Russell Westbrook with the Thunder. He has stopped a lot. Even with the Spurs, like the Spurs could have been like the Bulls if LeBron wasn't in the way. But so from a competitive standpoint, it would be nice. But as a true basketball fan, like all hate aside, it is gonna be, weird once he leave. Him, KD, and Curry. Once they leave, it's gonna be an empty spot. You know what I'm saying? In our
Right.
hearts. But I feel like the next face would be it's they wanted to be Victor. At one
Yeah.
point it was gonna be Zion. I remember I was having a conversation with my friends, and I said, "Look, the next cover of 2K is going to be Zion. They're preparing for LeBron to leave, and Zion at that time was the person. But I feel like Zion fumbled, so I go Victor.
I like that.
What about you, P? What you thinking, man?
Honestly, like Tink said, it's going to be weird seeing him not in the league. Because I mean, literally, I don't know. I can't speak from experience, but I wonder if people that watch Jordan grow up felt the same way as we will when LeBron leaves. Because I mean, he's one of those players that you can just name and you don't even have to watch basketball and people will know him. And that's impact right there. That's impact. So having him disassociate with the game and the NBA is going to be weird. Personally, I don't know who's ready to be the face. I don't know if anybody's ready to be the face of the NBA. I think in the coming years we'll see people competing, maybe trying a little bit harder, maybe trying to prove themselves. As of right now, if it was based purely off of stats and the best player in the NBA right now, you would say Jokic, but Jokic is not cut out to be the face of the NBA.
He don't care.
Yeah.
He don't care about that. Yeah.
I got a question for y'all. What is y'all criteria for being the face of the league? What does it mean to be the face of the NBA?
They got to be healthy, bro. We got to do a durability test on these niggas, man, because these niggas' ankles is weak, man. Like for real, bro. Bro, fantasy this year, bro. These niggas do not stay healthy. I don't know how LeBron did it, but I think that's the number one reason why LeBron has been able to be the face of the league for as long as he has, because he has been there. He has showed up. A lot of these niggas, they didn't show up. They were injured, and they just, kind of phased out. LeBron, every single year, I don't know how. He must be taking drugs. He got to be on drugs, bro. Because there's no way. I've never seen this nigga sit out a season. Let alone two. Like, what the fuck?
That's why he the GOAT, bro. That's why he the GOAT.
I don't know, bro. That's a huge criteria for me. He's putting it out there.
I would also argue that they got to be entertaining. I mean, you got to be able to draw people into watching basketball because that's something that's important.
Yeah. Now let's say.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Sean.
I also think that in order to be the face of the NBA, you also have to be recognized outside of hoops. Like name recognition plays a big part. Like people still go remember Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq.
Magic.
There's definitely name Magic, Bud, Curry. Like a lot of them have name recognition. When you look at this crop pool, it's gonna be no one's really standing out. Maybe because of injuries, maybe because of the teams, but maybe because of media promotion, whatnot. And yeah, that really takes into account who's going to be the next face of the NBA when LeBron, Curry, and KD all leave, because there's going to be a big gap. And I personally believe that because this team is struggling, and why not he's going to be a big name. He might not even stay with this team for real, but I think depends on how he's doing. I think the next phase of the NBA could be Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Mm.
That's a
And he
That's
got the
controversial right
recognized.
there. That's controversial, Sean.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Like he won a title. He's done media appearances. Like all he
Wait,
needs is probably the big team name. And
how
no
old
one wants
is
to talk
he?
about.
How old is Giannis?
he's like 28,
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
27,
28.
28.
He's older than that. He's that young.
No, he's
29.
that young.
He's
You
about to
want
turn
to
Okay.
know?
30. He's about to turn 30 in like a couple weeks.
That's
It's
kind of
December
old to be
2nd.
the face.
Me and Giannis got the same birthday. His birthday is December 6th. But I
Mm.
think another person that got the aura
What up?
for it, like just the way he walks, the way he talks,
Hey,
Anthony
yo.
Edwards.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say Ant.
Edwards.
Ant was
Yeah.
gonna be my
Oh,
pick.
I'll be right
I
back. Hold
think.
up.
I think another key part is just he just talks trash. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
he's serious. He's entertaining. I mean, he basically the NBA started doing that dunk score or that dunk rating thing for like random dunks that happened in the middle of the season, and that's thanks to Anthony Edwards and his dunk over John Collins.
Yeah.
R.I.P. that brother. God
Yeah.
have mercy. He got killed on that court that night. But I mean, I agree with Tink. I think Ant's gonna be the next person up.
But LeBron, don't y'all think that LeBron was given the face of the league when he entered the league, and then he lived up to the hype. You know what I mean? If these guys can't live up to that hype, then they can't be the face of the league. Like Tank said, Zion just gets hurt. He's not there. And what Ahmad said, durability, being durable. You got to be durable in order to be the face of the league. If you continue to get hurt, then you can't be the face of the league because you're not there. You're not there to play the games, and people want to see you play. People want to see you be on that court. So, with that being said, a person that plays a lot and who's hardly hurt, people said Jokic, but we know what the problem with Jokic, as far as Jokic, being a foreigner and stuff like that. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But I think people from America want to see an American be the face of the league. So with that being said, Jason Tatum. I feel like Tatum could be the face of the league. He's got a championship where people always say since he entered the league, oh, the Celtics ain't ready to win. You see, I got my green Dewey on. You feel me? I got Tatum on my fantasy team. I got the green Dewey on for the Celtics green. You feel me? So
Yeah.
Tatum is that guy, man. Yeah, there's a lot of Tatum hate that needs to be stopped. Listen, stop hating on this man. He's a bucket. He's a bucket. Tatum is up next for the face of the league.
You want to know my only argument to that is,
Talk to me.
and I think this will be a good transition. Jaylen Brown. It's like he won Finals MVP, and to NBA fans, I feel like whatever Jason Tatum can do, Jaylen Brown can do. So if you got somebody as good as you, and some people would argue just better than you, it will be hard to push you as the face of the NBA if you got somebody that could compete for that name right beside you.
And it
Like,
doesn't, and also to that point, it doesn't help that people don't take him serious.
Absolutely.
like, come on.
I don't.
But why are we pitting the two against each other? Tatum is we got to stop that. Yo, Tink, we got to stop that. Tatum is the leader of that team, Finals MVP or not. He's the when I think of the Celtics, I think of Jason Tatum.
right. But like, okay, so KD, he had Russell Westbrook, but it's always like KD was KD still. Like KD was getting all the recognition.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody stands beside LeBron, it's like they're considered his sidekick.
Yeah.
Even with Clay and Steph, like they was the Splash Brothers, but it was a separation. It was like Steph is that. With Jordan, he had pimping, but it was a separation. Even when Kobe and Shaq, it was like a Batman, Superman type of thing. It wasn't Batman and Robin. Even though that was Shaq's team, it was like a separation. I don't see the separation publicly, marketable wise from Tatum and Brown. Like, but I feel you because Jason Tatum went to Duke. Like, come on now. I feel like that's his team, but to the masses, it's like they right here with it.
Mm.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Also, another criteria. I know Josh said that us Americans would want our face to be an American Americans also want their player to be good at scoring the basketball. And in the NBA Finals, Tatum was not that good in majority of the games he has played, except for like the last game and maybe one other game. Like that's just how it is. The Americans want to see that player establish himself as the key guy to score the basketball. And Tatum, you could also argue this in 2022 Finals. Tatum was not that efficient. And also going to Tink's point, Josh's point, when you said that when you think of the Celtics, they think of Jason Tatum. When I think of the Celtics, I think of the entire squad, like as a team or as a team function. Like you gotta think about Al Horford, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis. Now you gotta think about Payton Pritchard. So it's like we're not like while Tatum has shown immense potential to be the face, like I don't think the situation he's in, and plus the fact that like I see him try to make iconic moments, but they have not really stuck. Like the we did it. Like that's not taken serious.
That shit was corny. That shit was corny, bro.
Yeah. So,
okay. So
and then the we did it.
I got a question for you then, Sean.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's the difference between when LeBron was on Miami with Wade and Bosh? People were saying that was Bron's team, and Bron, you know what I mean? So when people thought of Miami, when people think of Miami during that time, people thought of LeBron.
Yes.
Exactly.
Correct? And aren't you a Miami fan?
Yes, and it was absolutely okay.
So what's the difference between that and Tatum being the face of the Celtics?
I kind of got.
If you got D Wade and Chris Bosh on the team, and
I think you
that's
got
supposed to be D Wade's team.
I think you got to factor in culture too. Like, I think when you think of the Celtics as a brand, you think of passing the ball, you think of like fundamentals. It's like kind of like the Spurs. It's like I don't think somebody could be a overshadowing, undeniable, like 1000% superstar.
Larry Bird.
Celtics. Yeah, like Larry Bird, but who else after that? Isaiah Thomas for like 10 games.
One thing I will say, Larry Bird is literally the epitome of a Celtic. Like
Yeah.
he mirrors their values. He was gritty. He was tough. Yeah, white. I don't like saying that stuff, but
I don't know.
like,
Kevin Garnett, he has shown to be the
he fit the mold.
Yeah, and I think Garnett fit the most well, but I don't think Tatum has shown because I think Peanut's right. You have to have shown some the culture does matter with the Boston Celtics, and Tatum has shown to be like a really great guy, but I think this gotta be something else that he might be like. It might be grit and hustle.
Listen. I don't know who said. I think it was Tink who said it, bro. See this right here. Niggas outside wearing these with casual jeans, bro. Niggas wearing these with jeans. What is remind you of? 2014. Niggas was wearing LeBron James. They was wearing the LeBrons with just regular shoes, bro. Josh, you know, you was
I used to be one of them niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
They was wearing the LeBrons with regular casual jeans on, and the KDs with like sweatpants. Anthony Edwards got these niggas wearing his shoes just on some casual shit, bro. That's how you know he's gonna be the face of the NBA.
When did you get a pair of Anthony Edwards,
Had to do it, bro, because these shits is tough, bro. And when he dunk on niggas, bro, so far Anthony Edwards has shown that he's durable.
Absolutely.
He's shown that he has a charisma for it. He can talk the smack for it. He's exciting to watch. At the end of the day, basketball is a business. NBA is a business, so it's about selling. And he showed that he can sell.
Absolutely.
And he can dominate. The only thing I want to see from Anthony Edwards is I want to see him dominate even more. But as far as I can see right now, Anthony Edwards is the perfect person to be the next face of the NBA.
I like that.
So with that being said,
one more thing.
So you said AE. I said,
are you wearing Tatum's? Are you wearing Tatum's casually?
No, bro.
All right, just making sure. All right, you can continue.
You said Anthony Edwards. I said Tatum. Sean, you said who?
I said Giannis, but I could also go with Ant as well.
Tink?
I started off with Victor, but then when I started thinking about that aura, Ant.
Yeah.
Tatum
has no aura.
Ant's got my vote.
All right, so we're gonna go with Ant, man. We're gonna go with Ant. We're gonna move on.
We gotta stop the Tatum hate Go ahead.
Bro, your infatuation with that light skin is crazy.
It is
got-
so
Bro, he's a
crazy, bro.
bucket.
If
I don't
he-
care
if-
about.
If
And
he
so
agreed,
Y'all
bucket.
gonna see. That's why he's on a revenge tour.
if he
What
if he
revenge
agreed,
tour?
if he agreed to break up with LMA, I'll think about it.
All right, we'll move on to the next topic. Joel Embiid returned this week after being suspended and being on injury and stuff like that. How did y'all feel about his return back to the 76ers? Do y'all feel he lived up to the hype? Sean, you want to go first?
They're still bottom of the East. No. like I'm pretty sure right before today, I looked up Joel Embiid's stats. It was like 20 points, 5 rebounds, and they're still bottom. Like, I've been hearing more about Jared fucking McCain. Like, everyone be talking about how he paints nails or do the talkies, but that motherfucker has balled out like in the last 4 games, and they're still bottom of the East. I know Paul George, he's not been himself. Tyrese Maxey is out, but when you're an MVP for 2 games and he's still bottom of the East, I know he has to get some back up. Like, I know he's claiming that he's not going to play any back-to-back games, and I think that's horseshit because he has not proven to be deserving of that right to miss back-to-back games. But no, so far it's not living up to the hype, and the only way that the hype will go up is that if they start winning games, and everything has to take front with their star player.
All right.
Can I talk about something a little deeper?
Yeah.
So, with his suspension, not to get off topic, I feel like it was warranted, and I think as a human race, like, why was he getting backlash because he stood on what he stood on? I'm guessing somebody said something about his family or whatever, and it's like,
yeah.
why in the world is that considered like bad? Even though he's a professional, it's a respect line I feel like as nobody should cross.
Yeah,
I got
agree.
the answer. People are just stupid. Like, I agree that Joel Embiid had absolutely every right to go for that reporter. You mess with family, you mess with me. So I think Embiid did the correct thing. I did not like the fact that the owners basically had to backtrack from Embiid, and that also shows problem with Philadelphia's front office. That's all I'm saying.
I like that too because I agree with both of y'all, man. You just don't talk about. He talked about his brother. His brother's dead, like,
And his son.
and his son. His son is named after his late brother. Feel me?
Absolutely. Embiid had every right to do so. And that's probably the only thing I liked about Embiid so far this season and the last couple of seasons. I may not like the man, but I respect what he did.
Listen, I agree with you too. I think every man should stand on business, but you got to be willing to like accept the consequences that come with standing on business. So like, it's cool that he did it, and I understand it. I understand the frustration from a Philadelphia fan perspective is they've been waiting on the process for like a long fucking time now, bro. like they tired, bro. So to hear it, and then this comes right after he's talking about he's not playing no more back-to-back games. So niggas ain't trying to hear that, you know. So I get why he did it. I understand. I'm not even gonna bash him on that. I just think it's a bad look based upon like, bro, you was playing in the Olympics, but now you hurt. Now you shoving niggas. Like, it was just a weird. It was just a weird feeling, bro. It's a weird. I don't even know how to. I don't know. Someone else go. I can't. I don't know how
So
to think about that.
do y'all think, I didn't really see the dominant Joel Embiid from his return, but do y'all think that them saving him, how they doing for the playoffs, is going to work? Go ahead, Nut.
So far, without him playing at all, they are 2-10. Sean, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, around that, like 2-10. Let me bring up the official standings, but so far I believe they are 2-10.
So clearly, they need him. Or either that, or they need something else. I mean, I understand Maxey's hurt, but even when Maxey was healthy and when he played, he couldn't do it by himself. PG can't do it by himself, and I might even say Embiid can't do it by himself. I mean, I don't know. That big three needs to come together and try to.
And what's
figure it
sad
out.
is they got a good team. They
Yeah, they
got
do.
a good team.
They do got a good team. Now, let me
paper.
point this out real quick. So Embiid just got done playing in the Olympics, correct? They didn't want him to play. I know Philadelphia's front office didn't want him to play in the Olympics because of he wasn't. You remember, he was still hurt. He was hurt in the Olympics because I remember before the playoffs started, that first round, he got hurt and they rushed him back so that he could make it for the first round in the playoffs. And he wasn't looking like the MVP Embiid in that first round last year. So they lost, right? And then right after that, he was playing hurt, so he continued and went to Paris and played in the Olympics hurt. And he didn't start the beginning of the season, correct? Because he was still hurt. Now he finally comes back for the NBA Cup. They played the Knicks. Man, I don't know if y'all watched that game, but I watched that game. And he looked terrible coming back. Yeah. There was a possession. I got it right here in my notes. There was a possession where like Cameron Payne shot a floater, and Embiid just let Payne get his own rebound, right? He let him get his own rebound. Then he kicked it out to OG, and Embiid's supposed to close out. He just let OG shoot the wide open three. Then he clanked it. Then let Cat, then box out Cat. Let Cat get the offensive board. Passed it back to OG for a wide open dunk. He was showing no effort, bro, on defense at all. It was terrible. He looked terrible. He's still, I believe he's still hurt, bro. I believe he's still hurt and he's playing hurt because he's tired of what the fans are saying. Oh, they act like I don't want to play. Which okay, we need to stop this narrative as well. Every NBA player wants to be out there and play on the court except for Ben Simmons. Now, everybody else, they want to be out there and play. So if you hurt and you can't play, then don't play. Because if you go out there and you play and you get hurt again, then it could be something more major. You feel me? But with that being said, his return was terrible. He played last night too. Terrible. I got some stats for y'all. In that next game, he went 2 for 11. Last night, 5 for 15, 20 points. Went 10 for 10 from the free throw. Now, one thing Embiid will do is foul
get to the free throw line.
He's gonna get to the free throw line, foul bait. And I hate that type of basketball. It's mad corny to me. Like it's just I don't understand that shit. I don't get it, bro.
That's also why there was literally no hype for Embiid's return, because we all know the man's game is basically flop like a bitch, go to the free throw line, and then immediately get injured and leave. Because that was the only two things I saw from any highlight of Embiid this season: flopping, leaving to the locker room.
You better chill out, Sean. That nigga might put you next, bro.
Going back,
they need me out there. They need me. I got charisma.
Look, going back to Josh's point on like some NBA fans thinking like these players don't want to play. I feel like what don't help with that is these players' attitude to the media. Like, for example, Kawhi Leonard might really be hurt, but it's just his like aroma about it. It's just like if the media ask Kawhi Leonard about it, he'll be like, just gotta get back in the gym, man. We just gotta get back in the gym, man. So it comes off as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I feel like, Joel Embiid, he'll be all right. He still got to get his, he still got to get in season shape. I feel like what we not giving respect is Tom Thibodeau. That man is a defensive genius. So I think he got thrown off his game, and then after that, the effort went out. So he went back in the lab. But nah, Joel, they paying you a lot of money. They built this team around you. Got to get your big ass in there.
I got multitude of different teams around you, mind you.
I got two things to add. So back to Josh's point about people thinking NBA players don't want to play. I think everybody understands injuries and can recognize when a player is actually injured. But like Josh mentioned, him playing in the Olympics and then just missing the start of the season, that's what threw NBA fans off. Because, I mean, it's like, bro, you were just playing, weren't you? Why aren't you playing now? And like, we were watching you play fine. We didn't see you get injured in the Olympics, so clearly something else happened. I think that's what threw NBA players. I think that's what threw fans off. And to Teek's point about Tom Thibodeau, I feel like that's crazy considering Cat has a Sean. I think you know the percentage better than me.
Oh yeah, Karl Anthony Towns. When opponents go to the basket, Karl Anthony Towns is basically a walking cone. Like opponents, I'm sure the stat has definitely been changed considering it's been like 2 weeks ago. But opponents for 31 to 34. That means people only miss 3 shots all season when Karl Anthony Towns was scoring at the basket. Like it was basically just allowing a Make-A-Wish kid to get a free bucket when going near Karl Anthony's basket. I'm sure that has changed. But that's basically what I felt like. Here's a bucket. Yahoo!
But I think the rest of that Knicks team can play defense. It's just not Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat's not he's not a defender, but he worked Embiid in the NBA cut though. Embiid is Embiid is just when he came back. This dude, man, what I saw, bro, and Paul George. Don't let me get started. We got a friend named Kev, big Paul George fan. This nigga's trash now, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Bro, Josh, that's the GOAT. That's the GOAT.
That's the GOAT, bro.
I forgot what game he came back. It was his first game back. I think it was against LA. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But he looked it good when the first game I saw him. But it's like I feel like the system that's in place is meant to get Joel and beat the ball. Mm-hmm. And it's like being that Joel and B ain't there, it's like they don't really got a direction to go in. So that's making players off their game. It's like once everything gets settled in, Paul George gonna wake up now.
But how much time? My bad, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go.
How much time? Like when we say as NBA fans, okay, I got a question for y'all. How much time do teams need when they add a new player like Paul George on the 76ers or Mikal Bridges on the Knicks? How much time do these teams need in order for, like Tink says, for them to settle in? How many games would y'all say?
It depends on the team, bro. It depends on the team. It depends on the team and the core that's already there. Like if you're talking about the Warriors, like Curry's there and then Draymond's there. So if a team is going to be added to that roster, it's going to be a much more fluid transition. Yeah. Because the system is already there, everything's already in place for them just to be added. Versus you talking about like a system like the Sixers, I don't think the system is made right now for a player just to be added to that offense and for it to run smoothly. So it really depends on the team you're talking about.
And that's a great point because what people don't understand as well is, I mean, y'all added Buddy Hield and Kyle Anderson and those type of guys. They're not really stars. I'm talking about like, when you add, and you said y'all got a system in place already. You know, Kerr set a system. KD? That's different, though. Some people can accept the role, though.
But KD, some people can accept the role. He was great under that system. That's why it was so smooth.
It was exactly a smooth transition. I don't know. That's true. They don't got a lot of time, bro. They 2-10. They got to play catch up, bro.
You're being lenient. The time's over.
I know way too many like hardcore Philadelphia fans, and what I told him, I gave him this advice. I said, listen, what y'all need to do, and he didn't want to hear it, but I said, listen, what y'all need to do is y'all need to get rid of Joel Embiid, in my personal opinion. I think y'all need to get rid of Joel Embiid and just start over, bro. Rebuild, because this process is taking too long. And I personally don't think, no matter what they do, Joel Embiid is not going to be ready for the playoffs, bro. It's going to be the same thing every year. And no matter how good of a player you are, it don't matter if you're not there. If you're not there, it don't matter. So I think they should just start over and like just work on building a better system that doesn't revolve around Joel Embiid, who might be there sometimes, might not be there other times. So
process 2.0.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid in Game 7s never shows up. Like, think ever since the Kawhi series, he has shot horrible in every Game 7 that he has played in. Like, given the circumstances for, like, say, the Atlanta Hawks series, Embiid was like 5 for 21. He got bailed out of immense criticism because Ben Simmons did a horrible play that defined his entire career. Rightfully so. That man's a bum. But Joel Embiid, he's not cut to lead the team to the finals. They should give up. Rebuild on fucking Tyrese Maxey, Jared McCain, 6-man. Yeah, Jared McCain, he's shown to have immense flash potential. Maybe use him as a trade asset to maybe get someone else upcoming. But the time about Joel Embiid is over. Send that man to fucking Europe because he could flop wherever he wants there. He's not winning a championship unless you got something like LeBron, Curry, KD. Because look at Embiid in the Olympics, excellent. He needs someone else to the gravity of someone else.
George. Paul George. That's what they brought him in for.
Bro, Paul George is not that guy, bro. He's not that
I know,
guy.
I
He's
know,
not
I
that
know,
guy.
gravity.
I know
I don't know who got to talk to. He's not that guy, bro.
I know that, but
That's Paul George. He gonna make
the
some noise.
76ers brought him in.
I
Go
will
ahead, Sid.
state that
Oh.
he needs to play with more than one gravitational pull, because we saw that with James Harden, failed. We saw that with fucking Jimmy Butler, failed. Like, and plus, it's not just like the Jimmy Butler Joel Embiid show or the James Harden. They had a cast every time. It's that this man never shows up when needed the most, and the only reason like he even was good in the Olympics was because LeBron, Curry, and KD, along with Devin Booker, the gravity was too much for all the other countries. And that's why USA is also one of the best country in the world, no questions asked. But also, Joel Embiid, in terms of leading a team by himself to and past the finals, he hasn't even made it to a conference finals. He's not cut.
He hasn't.
Nada.
So we're gonna move on to the next topic. I feel like we spend way too much time on Joel Embiid, who has not won a championship. So we're gonna move to the next topic. So year after year, we're seeing more and more 3-point attempts per game. I want to ask y'all: do y'all think the reliance on the 3-point shot is helping or hurting the league, and is it taking away from other aspects like the mid range and post play? And how do you see it shaping the NBA's future? You want to go first?
Yeah. So I was thinking about this when you had sent us the topics for this episode. Yeah. My best thought, I heard this the other day and I was like, wow, that really matches up. So the NFL is becoming more of a pass first league. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that you can compare that to the NBA becoming a 3-first league. Mm-hmm. It's just the way the game changes. It's just the way things are nowadays. And I feel like a big part of that, like compared to the NFL, teams are a lot less physical. It's a lot more, just go out there, play a little more lackadaisical, throw the ball, and then use the other things to set up so they'll use the run, they'll use other things to set up the deep passes and the passes. Some of the NBA, they'll use the mid range, they'll use the post to set up the three. I just think that's the way sports are going nowadays. Is they're moving away from a lot more physical, demanding stuff to a lot more. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like it's really a bad thing because, man, the lost art of the mid range, bro. And I do feel like the shift is gonna change because once we only got at most 4 more years of Curry. Once Curry is gone, a lot of teams are going to see there's only one Curry. You can't try to duplicate what Golden State did. So once he leaves and a lot of the Curry wannabes leave and change their game again, I think the 3-pointer is going to start declining. I think a lot of teams, it's going to go back to the big man. I don't think isolation basketball is going nowhere, but the big man is definitely going to make his way back once Curry leaves, once KD leave, once LeBron is gone. I think the league is going to make another change to fit the next superstar, who we already talked about. We think is Ant, and I think they're going to shift to a lot of Ant wannabes. So I think it's bad for the league. You got big men that's 7 feet, like Joel Embiid shooting threes. You're 7'2". Please get in the paint. Please. You shooting 30% from the 3-point line, and a lot of these analysts think that's a okay thing.
That is. That's
but no, it is for a big man. But think about it. You want 30% or you want 60% of a shot that you can make 60% of the time. You take 10 3-pointers. You make 3 of them. That's 6 points. That's 9 points. You take you take 10 shots in the paint and you make 60 of that. That's 6 points, but it's still a more efficient shot rather than taking 10 3-pointers and making 3 of them and only making 9 points. You don't factor in the swing. Well, you missed 7 shots, and the other team went inside the paint and made six of their 10 shots. They
Right.
only factor in the 9-6 ratio. They don't factor in the other end of the court. So I think it's a bad thing.
Okay. Go ahead, Sean.
I was conflicted, but then I was thinking
Mr.
while
Geo
Tink was
influence.
thinking, and I agree that with all these 3 points, it could be bad for the NBA because there was no. I'm gonna go back to the previous question that Ma brought up, like who's the face and like who's gonna be the face. And the thing is that in this league, there's no identity like that's differentiating from the rest of these superstars. Like everyone knows the formula, jack up 3-point shots, but there's no like say Kobe Bryant. He was known for being godly around the mid range, and then you got players like
Steve Nash.
LaMarcus Aldridge, who was a dominant postman, and then you got Peja Stojakovic. I know he ain't a superstar,
Dirk.
but he was Dirk, who is a great shooter. And like with this era of the NBA, when KD and Corey leave, there was no superstar identity unless you play like really great defense, like let's just say Victor Wembanyama, or when you're a great offensive player Nikola Jokic. But there's not a lot of identity when it comes to these superstars, and that's why the NBA seems to also be having a hard time finding who's the next face unless you have the charisma of Anthony Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good point, Sean. I think that's a good point. There's a couple of things I want to add too. Oh, Josh, you back? Yeah. I think if you look back, and this is really why Curry's a GOAT, because you gotta look back at the Warriors 2015, 2016. They really started all this shit. Like if you look back when like the uptick really started happening the most is from the 2015, 2016 season. Niggas really started shooting threes because they had to keep up with the Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors had the whole NBA on lock so much where they was like, we gotta do something about this because it was crazy. So they really stole the Warriors' whole playbook. And now it's crazy because it's at a point where if you don't got a stretch big, a big who can hit a 3, then you're cooked, bro. You're kind of cooked because like niggas is just gonna outscore you. They're gonna score 130, bro. So if you don't got a big who can hit 3s, then you're kind of cooking this league. So I would like to see bigs play, like have some post moves, you know what I'm saying? Some mid ranges. I would like to see the versatility. But I think, you kind of got to go by what the game demands. And right now it's demanding 3s, because if you don't shoot 3s, then you lose. So I think that's just kind of where it's going to keep going. I think it's not a good thing in my opinion, but it's a necessary thing.
Back to Ahmad's point about the 130, I feel like the root of our problem is nobody's playing defense nowadays. I mean, like let's think of our top 5 defenders right now. Who's somebody that's going to lock down?
Bam Adebayo.
Lou Dort. Who else?
Yeah.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday. Who else? Alex Caruso. He can get you a stop. He's
Bam Adebayo.
My son Draymond is sitting on everything. And y'all laughed at me when I drafted him. My son is locking up everything. Watch a Warrior game. He is the defensive player of the year. Mark it.
And then you got Wemby and you got Chet. Nobody else is really playing defense. Like our superstars are just playing. They're lackadaisical. When you think of your superstars, you don't think of them as a defender. You think of them as a scorer.
Mm-hmm.
We can't really think of anybody as both. Like Jordan was both. I could argue LeBron's known as both. He got that block. That's arguably one of the most iconic blocks, if not the most iconic block of all time.
Yep.
Shaq was both. Kobe was both. Will.
Absolutely.
Larry Bird was both.
You was cooking until the end. Like
I'm not a LeBron fan, but game is game. But name a more iconic block. I'll wait.
Giannis.
What?
That Giannis block was tough, but it wasn't better than
Anthony Edwards.
It's not better than
block
by James.
Yeah.
That's because they love to glaze James, But
it was Mike Breen. It was Mike Breen. He brought that play to life.
But back to what I was saying. No superstar. None of the superstars are playing. They're known for defense. I mean, maybe Ant. That's leaning into Jordan comparisons too much. People are comparing them to Jordan too much. But I mean, that's just one of the biggest problems is nobody's playing defense. If people were playing defense, people wouldn't be scoring all these points, getting all these threes. People would have to work for their buckets, get in the mid-range, post up, hit a bank shot like Tim Duncan,
But the thing is, the league is more geared toward the offense. The offense has the advantage. You feel me? They don't. The defensive player, you can't touch a player in the NBA for a pause. You can't really touch him. Like you gotta. The whistle is not. If you touch somebody in the NBA right now, bro, they're gonna blow the whistle, bro. But with that being said, if I just want to share with y'all, I got some stats up here. All right. In 2015, right, like y'all was talking about, can y'all guess how many players were shooting at least 8 threes a game? Attempting. Can y'all guess?
You said how many players?
How many?
I say
How many NBA players were attempting 8 threes a game in 2015? Can y'all guess?
I'd say a solid 25.
30.
Okay. Go ahead, Sean.
1.
Go ahead, Demai.
I'm gonna say 20.
Sean, right on the money. 1. And can y'all guess who that one player was?
Harden.
Curry.
Harrison Barnes. Oh.
So Curry, all right. Now I'm gonna give y'all some more stats. That's one player that was attempting 8 threes in 2015. Can y'all guess how many players were attempting, let's say, 10 threes in 2018? That's 3 years. How many players were attempting about an average of 8 to 10 threes?
47.
Nah, I see like 80, 100.
47.
Go ahead,
19.
Go ahead, Ahmad.
I'm gonna say 18.
4. There were 4 players in 2018
Dang, we suck.
attempting 8 to 10 threes, and those 4 players were Curry,
Harden.
Damian Lillard,
Had to be somebody else on the Rockets.
Clay?
Team.
and Clay. All right, so now I'm gonna go forward. I'm gonna go to this season, 2025. Can you guess how many players are attempting 8 to 13 threes a game?
It gotta be like 40. It gotta be like in the 40s.
It's like 60, 80 now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's just
That's crazy.
attempting. You see that jump? Just to put in perspective, like that jump from 2015 when it was just Curry, and now the whole league, everybody in the league has got to be able to shoot that tray ball.
Yeah, because Curry changed the game.
That's impact. That's influence right
there. It is, bro.
That's influence, and I give it to him.
That's the greatest. That's GOAT talk.
Yeah.
Now Curry is a GOAT, but he's not the GOAT. But with that being said, I think it is good for the league. As a person who plays basketball himself, when you're able to space the floor and have shooters out, it can open up your game. Like D-Book. We still got players like D-Book, DeMar, Shea, Anthony Edwards. I mean, he's shooting a high clip of threes this year, but we still got some of those players that can isolate and get to the mid-range and, go for a pull-up. But it opens up the court when you have players that can shoot. It opens up the offense. You can do a pick and pop, You can do a pick and roll and oop it to Anthony Davis. If Davis don't got that, he could kick out to, LeBron for a 3, Austin Rivers, AR for a 3. So I'm just saying, like,
D'Lo?
D'Lo ain't hitting trade balls. That's why he on the bench. But
AD kicking out to LeBron for a corner 3. That was just funny to me.
LeBron shooting 42%. This is why I take it there. LeBron shooting 42% from 3 right now, Tink.
Yeah.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see how long it lasts.
But with that being said, I think it is a good thing. It opens up the offense. There's different, schemes you can run. So I personally would say it's a good thing that it's more 3-point oriented. And to go back to Ahmad's point, you were saying you need a stretch big that can shoot. I mean, yeah, but you still got the Zubats. You still got the you still got the Sabonis's. Sabonis don't shoot a lot of threes. Sabonis is a triple-double machine. You feel me? A double-double machine. Really, Jokic don't shoot a lot of threes, but he could shoot them.
Jokic is shooting pretty good from 3.
Yeah,
but he's attempting like what, 2 to 3.
it keeps the defenders honest though, because it keeps the defenders honest
it does
because
keep them honest. But you don't necessarily need a big that could shoot the three. You got Jakob Poeltl. You know, I'm diving deep into my bag right now. You know, you got bigs that can hold it down. Bam is shooting a little bit this year though, but you know, Bam is still banging down.
Clint Capella.
Back in the day, Clint Capella, that Rockets team, they stretched the hell out of y'all. Pause.
Whoa. Hey, yo. That was crazy.
To them, bro.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
Yo, that's getting clipped. That's getting clipped.
I digress.
So somebody clip that, bro. Somebody clip
I like it though.
Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it.
I digress, but I agree that you know you need that 3-point shot. So I think it's good.
If no one has anything else to say, I'm gonna move on to the next topic. I love the conversation though. We gonna kind of switch lanes real quick. We're gonna go into boxing. Shit, I don't know if I'm hoping all y'all saw the fight last night. The Jake Paul versus Tyson fight. Live streaming on Netflix last night. I just want to know what your thoughts are on the fight. Did Jake Paul's performance impress you, or does Tyson's age and injury diminish the matchup? And what's next for both fighters, do you think?
I want to give a dishonorable mention to Netflix and Mike Tyson's right knee for not letting him box properly.
Sean, start us off, man.
When I was watching the game, that I didn't have to go back because of Netflix. Like there was a lot. The announcers were keeping as Jake Paul as the future face of boxing, and if that fight had I didn't say that. I said the commentators.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either. But I believe
my apologies. Yeah. But if what we saw was Jake Paul being the new face of boxing, might as well mark technically today as the death of men's boxing. He was horrible.
I feel that. Tink, what you got, man?
Never outshine the master. I feel like that was, to real boxing fans, nobody wanted to see that. This man is about to be 70 years old in 12 years. I get it, you know, I'm all for everybody getting money, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money out here, but to have Mike Tyson to see him be a shell of himself, it's like, nah, I don't like it. And then I don't like how Jake Paul is using it to add validity to his boxing, charisma. Because it's like he can say, "Oh, I beat Mike Tyson now." It's like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. I don't like the manipulation that Jake Paul does. It's like, why use Mike Tyson? Go fight a real boxer. If you want real respect, then if you doing it for just the money grab, say that. But don't use our legends for the money grab. Use a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson, man. You don't. I ain't like that. And I feel like his next move should be in it to get in there with a real boxer, so somebody can punch him in his goddamn mouth. I'm trying not to cuss.
Who cares? I've already cussed a lot of times in this pod.
Josh, what you think, bro? What you think, man? What you think?
Man, Jake Paul full of shit, bro. I mean, I said in the last episode that I feel like Jake Paul likes to rig his fights.
You called it, yeah. You did say that. Yeah.
You know, I feel like this Tyson fight was kind of rigged. I believe I also said that, you know, Tyson is gonna take this fight, you know, for the money, right? And that's exactly what he did. He took the fight for the money. I believe that Tyson would have the clips that I've seen of Tyson working out and training for this fight, he was moving real fast. Like, you know what I'm saying? I do not want to get hit by that man to this day. I don't give a fuck how old he is, bro.
No one is.
But I don't know, bro. I don't want to sit here and say was a shell of himself. I feel like, you know, but was it all a play? I just don't know, bro. I I can't tell because I really, in my heart wants to tell me that Tyson really should have whipped his ass. You feel me? And if you were really watching the fight last night, it's like there was multiple times where I felt like Tyson really could have rocked him, but it's like he pulled back. Like, you know what I mean? Like he wanted to, but then he was like, "Oh shit, we agreed. I'm not gonna hit this nigga real hard." You feel me? So he really could have. He didn't let his hands go. He was doing a whole lot of this, a whole lot of this, fighting on his gloves. You feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. But I agree with Tank as far as he just want to use it as validity, whatever. But he did lose. Paul is not undefeated. When he fought somebody that could box for real, who was it?
He lost.
Tommy Fury. Tommy
Fury. He lost. So
that was like the only boxer he faced that was around his age.
Yeah. So I just, and my heart wants to tell me that the shit was rigged and Paul and Fury signed a contract. Oh, not Fury. Excuse me. Tyson. Signed a contract saying he's gonna let him win. You feel me? But he did have that knee brace on, and I heard the commentator saying that he was off balance and shit. Whatever.
I
don't buy it. It
didn't look like his feet was under him.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
What you think, P?
Just full of
I was
shit.
gonna say to Josh's point about him not looking like himself in a show from himself. I felt like you could just tell that he didn't want to really put much weight and force down on that knee. I don't know if he's just a good actor or whatever it is, but it just didn't look like to me that he didn't want to move, he didn't want to exert himself, he wasn't really going at him. And like Josh said, there was I saw moments like the announcers mentioned it, where we would just see flashes of the old Mike Tyson for like 5 seconds, and then he would just go back to normal. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. And my biggest pet peeve of boxing personally is the main reason I don't really like it is, like Josh said, how easy it is to rig. And that's always been a problem throughout boxing's entire history.
It's very easy to rig boxing with the Paul brothers. Like every time there's a Paul, doesn't matter who, Jake or Logan. More involved in boxing, it's probably rigged for money. Well,
Sean, Logan, I like Logan's fights more than Jake's fights, in my opinion.
He barely do it.
Logan will actually fight, somebody that's on the same, wavelength as him. You feel me? Paul is fighting retired UFC fighters and, NBA players, not Nate Robinson now and shit. You feel me? Like,
I agree. I remember Logan and K-Side out doing great numbers. That was great for the game of boxing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good
great.
Fights.
And like YouTubers had their own career of boxing, and that was bringing in some viewers. That was good from what the reception was. But the way that how Jake Paul is trying to, because Logan is doing lunch leads and too busy being a dick. Yeah, too busy being a dick. But also
he's a hell of a wrestler though.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, Logan had potential. He's just too busy doing stupid shit like lunch lease. But Jake Paul is trying to make boxing a legit career. And if Jake Paul is involved in the boxing ring, more than likely it's not actually boxing in more ways than one.
I got like a lot of emotions when it comes to this because like I feel like I'm hurt, confused. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I was played a little bit because when Mike was posting those videos, his legs worked in them videos. Y'all saw them videos, bro. His legs worked in them videos. I watched it the night before. I'm like, there's no way this man's gonna like lose. And when I saw him like walk out, I knew something was wrong, bro. I knew something was amiss, bro. Because I saw him stumble a little bit. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because he was stumbling and shit before he even got to the ring. And then I saw him get in the ring, and I just wanted to turn off the Netflix. I wanted Netflix server to just crash because, someone of Mike Tyson's like, stature, you know what I'm saying? He's like, when people think of Mike Tyson, they think of like the big bad wolf. So when you see the big bad wolf go out that pathetically, like, that was pathetic, bro. That was so pathetic, bro. Like, you don't want to see that, bro.
No,
now you can't unsee it. You can't unsee it now. Every time, especially the young niggas.
Yeah, after I saw his ass,
60 million people saw that fight. Fight in quotations.
For the young niggas who never saw Mike Tyson really in his heyday knocking niggas out, like for real, that's what they're gonna remember Mike Tyson as. They're gonna remember him pathetic in the ring, just like it's sad, bro. It wasn't a good fight. I don't think it was good for boxing. And to Jake Paul, I think if he actually wanted to be a boxer, if he really wanted to be an actual boxer and wanted to take the sport seriously, then he would fight an actual boxer. It's not complicated, bro. It's really not. It's really not. If he wanted to be a boxer, he would fight a boxer. Like he's over here fighting 60-year-old men, but say he wants to be a boxer. It makes no sense. So I think he kind of lost all credibility when he did that. And I think what's next for Jake Paul is he should fight a boxer. He should fight like Ting say. I want him to fight an actual real heavyweight boxer so he can punch him in his neck. Like, like, bro, you can't keep doing that to our heroes, bro. Nate Robinson, he was a hero for a lot of short niggas, bro.
Come on, man.
Not for me, brother. Not for me, brother.
Bro.
I'm just saying, like, that shit is not
5'9".
right. It's not right, bro. It's not right. And Mike Tyson, what's next for him is retirement because, god damn, bro, he played us, man. But speaking of like heavyweight, I don't know if y'all saw it, but Gervonta Davis, he made a tweet after the fight. I'm pulling it up. Hold up.
The new short king.
Yeah. Yeah, he made a tweet. I'm trying to find it.
I know he posted on his story. You talking about when he was going at Jake Paul?
Yeah, he was bro, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, he was going at Jake Paul in his story talking about this is sad.
If you want to fight somebody, fight me.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it, bro. Oh yeah, he said and I quote Mike. He said, to the bozo that shared the ring with Mike, you will hold bozo for this, and you didn't get the job done, shithead. And you will always be a boxing legend, whether you like it or not, Mike. There'll never be another one, and I understand you so well. All this shit is happening now means nothing, and I'll beat the brakes off of him. So, like, what do you think, Gervonta Davis's comments? Like, what do you think of his comments? And is this a fight that you would like to see in the future, like Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul?
Didn't also to carry off that point, didn't Jake Paul himself call out Canelo?
Oh yeah, he did call it Canelo. Yeah, he did call it Canelo.
Canelo.
Oof.
So I'm not a big boxing guy. Like I said, I'm not really the biggest fan of it. But I mean, I'd like to see it. I mean, I'm like I know like some of the names like Canelo, Tyson Fury, Mayweather, Pacquiao, Gervonta Davis, which I recently, after he fought Ryan Garcia, that's when I really learned about him. So I mean, I would consider those real boxers, and I hope they'd kick Jake's ass. Honestly, I mean, shit.
Yeah.
The thing where this go back to me saying like the manipulation thing. When they asked him about Canelo and Tank, he says, "Well, they need me."
Mm-hmm.
So he's throwing the money around, saying, Jake Paul, if there's any stretch of the imagination that they see this, the boxing community does not need you at all. Tank Davis has money. Canelo has money. Everybody has made money. Nobody needs you. Everybody just want to see you get knocked out.
That's
it.
I agree. You on the money with that. You are on the money with that, Tink.
Josh, you want to go or yeah? Or did you already go?
No, I mean I have nothing to say to this nigga here, bro. I mean,
Wow.
All right, Sean, what you got to say, bro? You got anything to say about this?
I done some research on Gervonta Davis, and I think someone could definitely correct me on this. Isn't he like a undisputed lightweight champion?
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best in his division. He's pound for pound. He's one of the best.
I know he's like 30-0 so far. I wish Jake Paul would fight someone of his weight caliber. Size.
Yeah. He won't do it.
Because he's a bitch.
So I don't understand why he called out Canelo.
Yeah.
Because it's like, say in a boxing, you're gonna have Shaq go against Tyrese Halliburton. What are we doing here?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Exactly.
What are we doing here?
Yeah. I mean, Jake Paul is obviously a genius in my opinion. And when it comes to business, that nigga a genius, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, he know what the fuck he's doing because he knows better than to call out a heavyweight champion. Because he'll get hurt. You know what I'm saying? He'll really get hurt. and I think he knows what he's doing. He's very strategic and tactical.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I definitely got to give him his credit when that is due when it comes to the business side of things. But I do think it's kind of a cop out. I don't think he's trying to be a boxer, and I honestly don't want to see Gervonta Davis really fight him just because what Sean said, like they're not even in the same weight class, bro. He's a lightweight, and damn near Jake Paul weighs like 230 pounds. Like it's not gonna be the fight we think it is. He's a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So I think I would rather see him like fight a heavyweight champion or something like that. The last topic I want to touch on is because I think it deserves to be some light to be thrown on it is I don't know if y'all saw the woman fight last night, the Katie Taylor versus Serrano co-main event last night. But a lot of the fans were saying that they think that Serrano was robbed of the win. Y'all think it was a rob, or y'all think Katie Taylor won fair and square?
What I think is, my bad not to cut anybody off, but like this go back to what Nuts said. It's so easy to rig. Now the other girl, she was fighting. Now don't get me wrong, it wasn't a landslide, but I feel like a lot with boxing, they say, well, if this person got the title, we gonna give them the edge just to keep, you know. So I think they not ready for the girl to give up the title yet. So I think that plays a lot into it. If the opponent would have had the title, it probably went another way. So that's what I feel about her. But she was giving her the business though.
Yeah,
I did.
And who you say Serrano gave her the business?
Yeah.
Okay.
She got
Puerto
rocked.
Rican. Puerto Rican. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it, but like I saw the tweet that I think Serrano put out that how it's crazy that she hit 100 more, or she landed 100 more punches, or threw 100 more punches, and she still lost. And she said that didn't make much sense to her, which I mean is fair.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean if you're throwing 100 more punches and you hit, let's say 50 of them, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that. What about you, Peanut? I mean, my fault. What about you, Sean?
Wow, that's crazy.
Reverse racism?
I gotta be.
Well, I'm going blast that I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm going to be completely biased. Amanda Serrano definitely got robbed. Like, I was watching the fight, and this girl was fighting with a big-ass scar right near her eyebrow.
Yeah, it was
She fought hard and hard, and as she said it, I believe, right after the whole decision got announced, Solana was like, there's a lot of female boxers, they never get, whatchamacallit, knocked out as much as Kate Taylor, because Kate Taylor has a reputation for doing, like, headbutts, dirty plays.
Yep.
So it's like, and she felt like she wasn't doing that. I'm going to go by my Puerto Rican goddess at 110%. Like, you got to make sure that everything is fair. You got to keep her in check, because she was headbutting a couple of times. And
the whole fight, bro.
Absolutely.
I saw.
And however, this does set up the trilogy. Will there be a third fight? And I
They're
think
not gonna.
You guys don't think so?
No.
Nah, her trainer was talking after the fight. Her trainer was like, "Yeah, we'll only take the fight if we get another ref, a ref that's not blind." He said something about if she's not leading with her head. He said a whole bunch of things, but I don't think I don't think they're gonna do the trilogy.
I think it's too much of a money grab for them not to, because even people that don't watch boxing, let alone female boxing, was talking about the fight. So it's too much of a grab for them not to. Boxing would show why it's such a bad business if they don't do a trilogy.
Yeah.
I like that too.
I said earlier that the death of men's boxing, and I never said women's. With this fight, women's boxing has definitely taken a huge upswing with that fight with Solano and Taylor. Like, both of them, unlike Paul and Tyson, were throwing jabs, everyone. They were throwing jabs. And what is, like, they were fighting till the end. And so, like, I think, as Tyree said, since the new, there's going to be money involved in if they want to do a third one. I think it's too big, attention-wise and money-wise, to completely ignore that because, like, a lot of us, we want to see them duke it out again. I'm not gonna lie.
AOP.
Yeah.
Do we got a game? Do you have a game tonight or no?
Yeah, I do.
All
I
right.
picked a quick one.
All right.
I need if I'm gonna do some like more involved ones, I'm definitely gonna have to prep a little bit better.
All right, that's cool. I wanted to, if real quick, it can be like a quick take from y'all. I forgot to talk about it. I just think we should talk about it real quick. The NBA proposed a new All-Star game format the other day. It's in discussion still. Like a tournament style All-Star game. Is this what we've been waiting for? Like, what are y'all thoughts on this?
Well, can somebody explain? Like,
So
I don't understand it really.
Yeah. So basically, was instead of like having a traditional, this like one game All-Star game like they've done in the past, it'd be more of a tournament style. So it'd be like three All-Star teams composed of like 8 players, 8 All-Stars on each team. And then the 4th team is going to be the winner of the Rising Stars game, and it would be like a tournament from there.
I like that.
I think
So like a pickup game.
Well,
No, it's still in discussion.
yeah, still in
think-
discussion like tournament. Yeah,
I think my glorious sunshine came up with this idea, but I gotta disagree. I don't understand why it's so hard to play hard. It's not like it's football, like where it's physical demanding and players are trying not to get hurt. This is, you can get hurt in basketball. I'm not saying you can't, but it's just like, y'all, they put something to where you gain something now into the All-Star game, which was the charity. Whichever team wins, y'all can donate to this charity.
Mhm.
If that's not good enough, well, I feel like it should be you give 200,000 to the less fortunate on your team. Whoever's the least fortunate on your team, you can give them $200,000 like they doing with the cup in the NBA. It can be
they
something
give
like
out
that.
500
I mean, yeah, you
500.
gotta give them something to drive for, but with the teams and stuff, I feel like it's too much. It's too confusing to explain. And then it's just like, we come to see the best players at the All-Star game. Not the rising stars who's probably going to be out of the league in 3-4 years. Not, you know what I'm saying? We came to see LeBron tell Curry, look, come off, give me an ISO. What's up? What you got? I'm trying to show everybody else why I'm the best. I don't understand what's
so hard about it.
Yeah, what's diluting the All-Star game? That's how I feel, I'm gonna shut up before I get too passionate.
That opens up a whole like can of worms too, because I mean, my favorite part of basketball is the dunks. My favorite player is Vince Carter. Favorite thing, dunk contest. That thing's died. That thing's dead. The only semblance of resurrection that thing has seen was Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine, and that shit ended in a travesty.
Like 2016.
And then you got the judges, the iconic D Wade giving. Who did he give a 9 to?
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon. That's what I thought. And like nobody wants to be in the dunk contest. Our Grange greatest dunkers don't want to be in the dunk contest. So clearly, there's something wrong with the All-Star format as a whole.
Well, who didn't go? What about Josh?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I see what Adam Silver's trying to do. They're trying to get the players. It's the players' fault. Let's get this correct.
Yeah.
It is.
It's the players' fault why the All-Star game has fell off. So I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get them more engaged and give us a better product because like we mentioned throughout the pod, it's like you were mentioning for football. Boxing. It's a business, So as far as the business aspect, it has to be they want to put out a better product for us as NBA fans. So I see what they're trying to do, but it can be confusing. I mean, like I said, I didn't know what the format was. So it's 4 teams or 3 teams of.
It's a tournament. It's just a tournament. It's just a tournament.
So it's pickup. So it'll be like the 2 teams go against each other, pick up.
Yeah.
They should just play games to 21. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like 1 and 2s, 21. keep it like that. If they're gonna do a tournament, make it real quick.
Go ahead, Sean.
I like the tournament style. Like, I personally don't believe the Rising Stars should have their own team. I think they should be merged in with the NBA players and have like 14 of NBA stars with the Rising Stars come off the bench. But I don't think it should
Doing
be
that for Wemby if he doesn't make the All Star. Well, he might make. He probably is gonna make the All Star.
That's not enough for Cooper Flag. But like I do like Josh's suggestion, make it like pick it to 21. I do think make the All Star game instead of like a regular composed game because no one seems to be getting it. I think a put to 21 street ball style, like back in the old days, like pick up rules, like Ice Cube's Big 3 League. I really like their games. I think it has to be something like that, not a regular style NBA game because no one will be fouling to the foul line.
Yeah, like all right, so I'm low-key surprised that y'all ain't feeling this more because when I heard it, I honestly thought it was a great idea. I thought it was a great idea because like the way I see it is it reminds me of the WNBA, like when the WNBA for the All-Star game, like they had the people who didn't make the Olympics play the Olympic team and they beat them. Like I feel like by bringing the rising stars into it, it's gonna bring competition up because the only thing that can motivate someone who has everything like KD, LeBron is a young nigga who's looking for an opportunity, bro. These YNs, bro. Like imagine YNs come and beat like the All Stars because they deserve. They think they should be an All Star.
A YN ain't gonna try to punch on Bron.
Is that when the YNs try to punch on Bron, try to get disrespectful, I think that's gonna make the All Stars play more competitively because they gonna be like, who the fuck is this young nigga come up in here? Like they gonna take that shit personal.
That's a good point.
So I think that aspect to it of like who the fuck these young niggas is like. I think that's gonna make it a way more competitive game, and it's also gonna give like rising stars more of a chance to like come for the like games. Exactly, because like I feel like there's always talks about snubs. And it's like all-star snubs, so they didn't get a chance to prove why y'all was bugging and I should be an all-star. So I think there's a lot of opportunity here, and I honestly can't wait if this is actually gonna happen to see how it turns out.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're gonna move to the game segment. I'm gonna let Peanut take it from here.
So this little segment's gonna be pretty similar to the first one we did. I'm gonna give y'all a category. Y'all name a player until somebody messes up. I'm gonna give you 2 strikes on this one, and the category is NBA players who have scored 60 points or more in the NBA in an NBA game. So
no cheating.
No cheating. None of that tomfoolery. Up first is Josh.
Luka Doncic.
I believe Luka has. I'm pretty sure. Luka. Yeah, definitely. He's up there with the like third highest. Some crap. All right, Tink, you're up next.
Book.
Yep, D-Book. Sean.
Well.
Yep. Easy enough. Ahmad.
Spider. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah. Josh.
Carmelo.
I think he has it.
I think he has too. Gotta remember. Yeah, 62. All right, Tink.
I'm gonna go to Sean route. I'm gonna say Bean, Kobe.
Sean.
I know this player got last night. De'Aaron Fox.
Yep, that was easy. That's the reason. That's the reason.
Hey, that boy nice. He nice.
That's the reason I picked this topic. All right, Ahmad.
Damn, bro. Fuck.
There's a lot of names. There's a lot. Like this is a deep list.
But some niggas you think is nice like that, and they not nice like that. I'm gonna go Curry. I'm probably wrong, but I don't think
Curry got like 63 against the Knicks.
Yeah. That sounds like Curry. You're right.
He got 60 against the Blazers, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Blazers too.
Yeah, 62, 20, 21. Yep.
Yeah, man.
All right, Josh.
It's getting shaky now.
Let's say AI.
I'm almost certain Allen Iverson has got it.
Come on, AI gotta have it. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
who is it against? If you
the
can-
Magic in 2004 and 2005.
Hmm.
All right, Tink.
Harden.
Of course,
Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Big Honey Bun. All right, Sean.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yep. All right,
Yeah, he
Ahmad.
just got that shit.
Fuck. Kyrie.
I think Kyrie
yeah.
got it.
Kyrie has
Yep.
it.
2021, 2022. All right, Josh.
Yeah.
There's some big names on this list, and some you wouldn't think. Somebody you really like is on this list.
You said 60 or more. Shaq?
Yep, Shaq has got it.
Yeah.
All right, Tink.
Fuck.
Y'all are overthinking a lot of these.
Nah, because Mod is right, though. You be thinking some niggas may have it, but they really might not.
There's,
have it.
Yeah.
I mean, like y'all got two X's, so I mean,
Giannis.
yep.
Yep. You took
All right,
mine.
Sean.
Tracy McGrady.
Yep. All right, Ahmad.
And we gonna go Dame time.
Yeah, definitely Dame Lillard. All right, Josh.
Jokic.
That's an X, brother.
Damn.
All right,
Wait,
Tink.
what's Jokic's highest?
I couldn't tell you. This website doesn't show it. It cuts off at 60, but it ain't 60.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, he got that. He got like 70 or something.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's a good one.
Sean.
Clyde Drexler.
Clyde. Nope. Clyde the Glide did not get it.
What?
All right, Ahmad. That's just Josh and Sean got X's. All right, Ahmad.
Anthony Davis.
And,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I
he
think
did.
Damn. I don't know.
Anthony
Bum ass nigga. I knew his nigga wasn't like that, bro. I knew he wasn't like that.
Anthony Davis did not get it. That's an X. All right, Tink's the only one without an X right now. All right,
Damn.
Josh.
Bro.
Yeah, bro, y'all are forgetting some big names. Like I'm
No,
gonna
I got two names. I got
Tim
two names. Mine. I know what it is.
Tim Duncan did not drop 60.
God damn it, Timmy!
Josh is out. All right, Tink.
Bro, it's so funny that y'all went past his name. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Exactly. That's what I meant.
Oh my God. How do we
I was thinking about his name, but I was like, nah, Michael.
I thought someone said it. Not gonna lie.
All right, Sean.
David Thompson.
Yes, of course. One of the highest. Skywalker. All right, Ahmad.
I'm scared to say his name, but I gotta go with Kareem, bro. He's an all-time leading scorer.
Ahmad's out, brother.
Fuck,
Oh my
bro,
God.
Wow, the all-time leading scorer didn't get 60.
Y'all are
Former?
bro, Mr. Skyhook, bro. There is no way, bro.
Y'all are garbage.
I'm looking this up, bro. I don't believe your site, man. Ain't no way his name don't got 60, bro.
All right, Tink.
I was gonna say somebody else. I knew I should have went with my first.
I'm gonna think role players now. That's the y'all missing.
Y'all are still missing some big names.
Damn, bro. You
Y'all
think you missing one big one?
Y'all are missing a lot of big ones.
One big one. Bron?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bron.
All right, Sean.
George Garvin.
Yep. All right, back to you,
No,
Tink.
I'm not jacking. He knew George Gordon scored 6.
No, I'm gonna be honest. Sean won the first one we did this, which was Finals MVPs. I can't remember who we won it off of. But yeah. But Tink, it's back to you, brother.
I'm
mad I didn't say Brian, bro.
A bucket getter.
There's still somebody that Josh loves that nobody's mentioned.
Bro, you know, Tink. I don't want to give no hints. My fault. Josh, you know who it is.
Down.
Oh, Clay.
Yep, Clay.
Yeah.
All right, Sean.
Nate Thurman.
Nate Thurman.
I'm not jacking.
Nate Thurman.
Bro, who's
Nate Thurman, the center for the Warriors. Nah, Sean, you is out. Tink wins this one. All right. Let's walk through some of these notable names. Y'all just
Jason Tatum, right?
Yeah,
Jason
Tatum.
Brad Beal.
David Robinson, Elgin Baylor.
Is Jamal Crawford on there?
Yeah.
Jamal Crawford.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is on there.
Jerry West. Who else? There was some other.
never know what those
Jalen
niggas-
Brunson,
He did.
James
he did
Harden.
this playoffs.
Did anybody mention Harden?
Yeah,
that
someone
was-
did.
Yeah, Tank
All
did.
right. Karl Malone,
Pedophile.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, Kimba, Gilbert Arenas, Larry Bird.
He had 60.
Yeah.
I had a brain fart this game.
Right, I felt like y'all just dove right into the difficult ones and just skipped
Yeah.
over the easy gimmies.
No, like I honestly thought I saw a video about Nate Thurman had like 60 to tie up something, but I was completely off. I thought it was some crazy fact shit.
I think y'all overthinking it.
But like Ahmad, like some of the players you'll think, like Kevin Durant, he don't got a 60-point game.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. Like, that's why I was like, it was fucking with me because I'm like, damn, I think he should have a 60-point game, but he don't. He don't.
I wanted to pick a number.
Kyrie.
Yeah, I wanted to pick a number that wasn't super easy, but also wasn't super hard either. Just wanted to get y'all thinking. But
I
yeah,
feel you,
that's,
bro.
I'm
that's
very.
all I got. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Oh my god, I'm like, all right, guys. That's all the time we got for today, bro. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video, and we'll see you when we see you.
Salute. Darvin Ham, baby.